Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the channel. So, in today's video, we are going to learn about multiple Spark writers in Apache Hudi, meaning multiple separate Spark jobs can write data into Hudi data lake using logs. So, let us see this in action for sure. I do have a blog where I explained about, a little bit about the importance of multiple writer scenarios. Then I've also given an example over here explaining how things work. So in case if you're interested to learn more, please come and read more on the LinkedIn blog. Also on the LinkedIn blog, you will see the references. So I would definitely recommend to go to the source and read further. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So first, I wanna of course bring the official documentation from Apache Hudi, which does a fantastic job at explaining things. So what I want to do is there are three modes, deployment models supported over here. Model A, single writer with inline table services. Now, inline table services means basically clustering, compaction, cleaning in a database. All of this would happen, right? After you write the data, these things will run in the background. So that's inline. Then the second mode that we have is model B, single writer with async table services, meaning your regular jobs are writing data, and then let's say you're cleaning or clustering or compaction, you are doing it asynchronously through a separate job. You can definitely do that. Hudi supports that. And then last but not the least, we have multiple writers, meaning multiple jobs are going to try to write data into the same Hudi table. This is the scenario that I'm going to teach and show you in today's video. Okay. Before that, I have a diagram sort of which will explain you things in a much better way. So I'll try my best to explain you here. So for this example, we would have two Python jobs. Spark job U1. This particular Python job will update data into the partition New York. Simply it will run into a for loop and it will basically update the same record multiple time in that particular partition. Okay, that's that. Then we have Spark job U2, which will update the data in the partition California. So again, that's there, hopefully, right? Now, the important thing that I want to talk about is when I start the Spark job U1, after T+1, I will start the job Spark job U2. You will see this in action, of course. So what would happen, I want to cover this and then we'll see this in action for sure. When you start the first job, it will acquire the log. We're going to use a file-based log. Once it acquires the log, it will complete, it will write the data and then release the log. Until then, as you can see, the writer U2 has to wait because the first guy has to release the log, right? Once the first person is complete, is done with his writing, it will release the log. The second job will acquire the log, it will complete, and then this will release the log. And then again, the log goes to the first writer. So here you can see how quickly this will be switching, right? Hopefully made sense. So that's that. Just a small diagram to illustrate or teach you the overall big picture. Okay. Now let's go to the code, right? Some Python code here and there. So I have a Python job called U1. Again, here I declare the Hudi and the Spark version. I create the Spark session over here, and let me zoom out. Okay. Schema, I define a method. Here, important thing that I want to show you is the configs. Okay. Yeah. We are using hudi.write.concurrency mode, which is set to optimistic concurrency control. And hudi.write.log provider, we are using or.apache.hudi.client.transaction.log.file system based log. There's DynamoDB, there's other logs as well, right? So I'm just using file based log. And then we write it, right? And here you can see here we have a data from California, right? And we run into a loop of 10 items and we just simply update that particular item and we call the write function, So similarly, U2 is also the same thing. The only thing that changed in U2 is the data, right? The partition is New York, okay? So now the fun part, you will see I'll start U1, I'll start U2, and then I'll also read data simultaneously. So let's see this in action, man. I think the best way to learn something is to try it out. So I delete this. Okay. I have terminal 1 and I have terminal 2 over here and then the terminal 3. So I have all the terminals over here. So All right, so Python u1.py and Python u2.py. So I'm gonna start the u1.py, and then after certain delay, I'm gonna start u2.py. The final outcome that I'm expecting is at the end, I should see a number 9, because there are 9 iterations that I'm gonna do, right? So let's see. I'm gonna start u1. As you can see, this job has started. Now I'm gonna start u2. So now these both Python Spark jobs are trying to write data to the same Hudi table. So they are running right now. Now you will see, one of them will acquire the log. The second one has to wait for the first one to release the log, right? So here you can see, here, read the, oh, it's pretty fast actually. Here, warning, request handler, here, running, here. Warning, priority based file system got an error running preferred function likely due to another concurrent writer in progress trying secondary. So hopefully you got the idea, right? So again, when one of the guys writing, the second one has to wait for the first one to release the rock, and once the first one is complete, he will release it and the second one will acquire it, right? At the same time, the beauty about this is you can also read data simultaneously. While these two writers are writing, readers can efficiently read data from the Hudi tables. So here you can see this one is on the 6th, and this one has completed, as you can see, the New York one, right? Because I have a different delay on both the Python jobs, right? So you can see flawlessly it's been working fine, with logs. So here you can see now we have 8. Let's run again. And it's complete, so I should see 9 in this one. There you go, guys. See? All right, so that's all I have for the demo. I hope you guys have enjoyed the demo. And again, you saw how amazingly Hudi is able to handle multiple Spark writers flawlessly, right? Now, definitely, again, this you can come to the official Apache Hudi website and read more about it. Also, I would want to say this blog written by Siva Balanarayan on June 24, 2023 on Medium is really, really, really very, very informative. So come and read this particular blog for further understanding. I'm gonna be making more contents on multi-writer. For example, we'll see, how Delta streamers are using multiple Delta streamers, ingesting from different Kafka topic, upserting into the same Hudi table with log, of course. All of that is coming down the line. So I hope you have enjoyed this simple lab. Also, the entire lab could be found on my GitHub section. So if you go to the LinkedIn blog, if you scroll down, here you will see a link. If you click, you will see the lab 1, and you can try this lab on your personal local machine. That's all I have for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling, keep programming, and I'll see you in the next video.